Hi all, it's good to meet you once again. Today I'm going to show you Clematis sugar flower. So the tutorial I'm going to do is the session is going to be with Clematis. This is another flower. It's from the Japanese, Chinese, and even India. You get all these flowers. This flower, and it has many various colors, and they are amazing for cakes. Once again, they are kind of simple and they are good also when to work on. And the petals generally they start from 4, 6, 7, 14, 18, like that. You have a lot of different species in this. This comes with the ranunculate family. So I'm going to show you one variety which I'm having here. For that, these are the tools which are needed and the colors which are needed. Okay, you have your gum paste, and I'm going to take a violet and a purple mix here. Then I have the rolling cutter. Okay, then I have here 22 grade wires. Okay, 22 grade wires, and I have made a shepherd hook here in the edge. Okay, and this is the this is the clematis cutter. So this is the veiner. Like you will have 3 or 4 lines like this, and this is the veiner, and this is the cutter for that. Then have a sharp scissors, then have a Dresden tool and a golf tool, and for the measuring the size I'm just having a ruler with me. Okay, so let's start for doing the center first. To make the center, we just need a very tiny amount of gum paste. Take a very tiny amount of gum paste. The normal white color itself is okay. So I've just taken a very tiny ones and just condition them. Just condition them with a little bit shortening. Once you have conditioned them like this, now take a small amount, very small tiny amount. Now take one of your wires, which I have done a shepherd hook here, and then use your glue, the edible glue here. Just remove the excess out, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to enter this here like this, and then settle him down. Okay, and see, this is too much now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out the excess from there, and then I'm just going to sharpen the top. Okay, just a little bit. Just give a point here. So this is the shape I require. Okay, this is the shape I require. You see, I've sharpened it, and then this is the shape I require. Okay, let it dry. Just give it some time, let it dry, and then we are going to make the stamens for it in gum paste itself. I'm going to show you how to do that. Once you've conditioned your paste, we are doing the center now. I mean the center stamens. So once you condition your paste like that, then do a sausage like this. Okay, once you've done the sausage, just flatten it up. Okay, so once you have flattened it like that, now we need to elongate. Okay, so elongate as lengthy as possible. Don't worry how much length, that all I'll tell you later. First we need to thin it and elongate as much as possible. See, so once you thin it, don't make it very thick, then it's very hard. See the thinness. This is still thick. I'm going to make it more thinner. Okay, see, stretch it as much as possible. If your gum paste is good, then this will work fantastic in this method. See, the more the thinner you make, more the beautiful your stamens will be. You see how thin I could roll it? Okay, now we'll just cut it in two. See how thin it has been rolled. So one piece I'm going to just save it up. So have these kind of folders and then you can save this. Now let me try to elongate this and see still if I could do more. Yes, see, the more the thinner, the more the beautiful your stamens will look. So that's the reason I want it as thin as possible. Okay, once you have taken that, now take a ruler. Just let's have a straight line. So I'm going to take the rolling cutter, then just cut the excess what you have. Okay, and let's have it as straight as possible. So other side also I'll just remove it off. So we have an even all these excess, please squeeze them so you can reuse the gum paste. Same way, if you see here, I'm going to just remove this part. So all the excess you can just squeeze them and just keep it back for reusing it. So now what I'm going to do is, okay, the center what we have given here, we will measure the size of it. So accordingly we can work on the stamens. Okay, it's coming to 1 cm. Okay, little bit more than 1 cm. Okay, well, so let's make it as 1.5. Okay, so when I bring it down, it is like 1.5 cm. See this? It's like 1.5 cm. Nearly to 1.5 cm it's covered. Okay, so what I'm going to do here also, I'm going to take 1.5 cm from this. Just measure 1.5 cm. Roughly, it's okay. It's not exactly, no need. Just roughly. So I'm just giving a mark here. Okay. The same way this side. As I told you, little bit more or less is okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, okay, now once again you place them on the cutting part and then just roll it and cut them out. Okay, now this I'm going to save it. I'm going to show you later what to do with this. Okay, at this point, as I told you, you need a sharp scissors. The embroidery scissors is beautiful to work on. So what I'm going to do is, if you could see, just go to the edge of it, just snip it. Okay, don't take a very big cut, try to be as thin as possible. Okay, like that. And make sure the cuts are equal. Like this. Keep cutting till the end. This is, as I told you, we are working for the stamens, center stamens, and we have an outer stamen also, so that also I'll show you. See, you have a cutters for all these things, because like a lot of students, they say they are not able to procure the cutters. I'm teaching you manually how to do without the cutter. Okay. The templates also I'll be giving if anybody of you wants it for the Clematis cutter. You can always private message me so I can send it to you, the templates. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut it off with this. Okay, so this I'm going to show you also how much I have cut. Okay, this is roughly around 4 cm. Okay, totally 4 cm I have just cut. The balance, once again, I'm going to keep it back. I'm going to use it once again. Now this is raw, so we need to bring them to look like the stamens. So there are two things which I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. One is, you can always use your golf tool, or you can use your Dresden tool, depends upon what you want. I'm going to show you in both ways how to use it. Okay, with the both tools I'm going to show you. Here, see, I don't want to see it has an even cut of straight. Okay, I just don't want this to be very even, so I'm going to first stretch this, guys. See this? Stretch this guy, stretch this guy. Even with the other ones, you can just only the corners, just pull it out a little bit. That's it. So I don't want that straight cut. That's the point here, what I'm trying to show. Okay, just pull it. You can use, now I'll show you with the golf tool. Beautifully it stretches with golf tool also. Just stretch that part. That's it. So you will not get a straight clean cut there, so it doesn't look very artificial. Just pull these guys up here, and your gum paste is super friendly. Just work on these guys nicely. See how nicely and how friendly they are. Yeah, now see this, how I've done. Okay, the edges. Okay, now turn it back once again. Use your golf tool or your Dresden tool. Now what I'm going to do is, please see how I'm going on. I'm going from out. Okay, see, and I'm using a sharp side. Okay, not the flat side. I'm using a sharp side. So go out and then just quickly pull it inside. Quickly pull it inside. Okay, just quickly pull it inside. Just hold in the center and just quickly pull them inside. They beautifully curl. See, only if you make them thin, they curl beautifully. Okay, if it's going to be very thick, they will not curl. Like this, like this. See, all these guys are so happy. See how beautifully they curl. Okay, now if you could see how beautifully they have curled. So next is what I'm going to do is take the glue, very little glue, just a quick rub on them. Okay, now here I have the center. Even the center, you can just give a quick rub, don't overdo it. And now just kick them here, stick it, see, it gets stuck there. Just stick this guy first and then neatly roll them until they are closed. Now you see. Okay. One thing is you just need to give them time to dry. Okay. Just give 5-10 minutes. So let them dry like this. Okay. This is the first layer of the stamens. The second layer I'm going to show you also, the second layer of the stamens. So let's finish this first, and now I'm going to show you the second layer. But make sure that you let it dry for some 10-15 minutes and then you do this, stick on the second layer. Okay. The center, this is the second step of the center, the same way I've cut here. Now the same way I'm clearing up all the top part. Okay, just top part. One more round of the same thing we do, and this we are going to spread it now. Just be careful. This we are doing, as I told you, I just don't want any straight ends, I mean sharp ends to be seen, then it looks like artificially we've cut. So just to spoil that corner, I'm just trying to stretch it up a bit. Just a very little bit, tiny bit I'm stretching it. Okay, now the same way, just go to the edge and then you can always pull them half the way, hold it, and then just pull it like that. Very mild, okay? You need to do for all the things like that. See, just hold it and pull it, it comes. But don't give too much pressure, because we want just a little bit to be curled. I don't want everything to be curled here, because this is the outer layer of the stamens. Okay, just a little bit. Now I'll show you even with this. The Dresden tool also can do the same thing. Just hold it. Only the top level. Just have a note that this is only the half portion should be bent like that. Okay. Some, if you don't bend also, it's okay. Still it will look natural. So don't worry if we have missed something. But try to do as much as possible. All the edges, see, I'm going there. From the top you hold, and then with the sharper tool, the sharper edge, please have that in mind, it's not the flat, it's the sharper edge which I'm using it, and then just pulling it like that. Okay, once you've done this, then once again glue a bit. Don't overdo it. Now you could see I'm doing it from the side. Okay, just slowly make sure it's all gets stuck. Don't give too much of pressure. Yeah, this should be enough. Okay, just squeeze this part. See here, it's uneven, it doesn't matter, we will chop it up later, but make sure everything is get stuck. That's the point. Okay, now see, yeah, now see, just open up these edges alone like this. This is more than enough. You can just leave it like this for drying. Okay, so we could color it later. I'll show you the colors which we are going to do the coloring for this. Okay, so I wanted to dry first. I'm going to give some time and drying, and then I'm going to show the coloring technique for all. Coloring the center, as I told you, we have the center here. We have made the center here. So I'm going to show you how to color. So this first I'm going to give a pale green, just a very pale green base, and then a touch of yellow. Okay, you need to be just very gentle while working on this. You can always just brush it up. Very mild. This will be very mild. Because we are going to give a very mild green first. Just skip all the way, go in and give the green. If you don't have this color also, you can give your fresh green. As I told you, the yellow and green mix, you can give that too. You see there? This I have completely dried the center, and then only I am applying the color. Okay, so please do like that, or else this tends to break. See, very mild the green is. Like this, give a mild green first. One full coat should be of this. And remove the excess like this. Okay, the next we are going to add the yellow to it. Now, as I told you, the next is we are going to add the yellow. So you can add the yellow with this itself. Just take a little bit. I don't want it to be too bright. I'm just going to mix with this green itself. So it lightens up. See? There are so many different colors in the center. You could choose any of the clematis which you want and work accordingly. The one which I have done has this kind of color. Okay, so just be careful. Just be very gentle while you're working on with this. Slowly incorporate from inside, outside, everywhere. If you could see, now the color is getting deepened up. like this. When you fully do it, it gives you a realistic look. As I told you, there are a lot of different colored centers for the stamens. Some of the species are like totally different color. It has dark stamens in the center. So it depends upon what kind of a cake you want to make and how contrastingly you want to give, or how pale you want to make your flower. See, that's the advantage of all these kind of flowers. Like, it works a bit faster than the normal flower, like, or a bigger flower you take, and your customers also will be happy seeing new flowers. Remove the excess. Yeah, this is enough. Just a little bit. Like this, it can be done. Totally. Just color them out. Yeah, this is your center now. Can you see? This is your center. Now I'm going to show you how to color the petals. For the petal, we need the cutter and the veiner, and I've taken 26 gauge wires, okay, and I have taken here the gum paste, colored the gum paste with violet and purple. It's a mix of violet and purple. I've mixed it, so this is the color you achieve. So after this we will do the petal dust also, so the variation will be different. So now doing the petal, just take as small as possible, so you will not make it very thick. Clematis, generally the clematis petals are thick compared to other flowers, okay, so there is no need to work this one as very thin, okay. So I'm going to show you how thick I'm going to work on this. For always petals, when I'm working on with the petals, I use a thin rolling pin the same way. The ridge method only I'm going to work here also. First, as it is, flatten up your dough, then go in the center, press, and then release. Okay, it's sticking a bit, so just now after the confluence, thin, okay, go to the center once again, press and release. So once you do this, as I told you, we don't need a very thin petal, so I'm not going to thin this. I'm going to concentrate on to spread this. That's it. Okay, once this has been done, then I'm going to release the top part. Okay, now use the cutter. Always, I tell you, never wiggle your cutters, because always it has a sharper edge when you buy the Asian ones. Okay, now just cut the petal, remove your excess dough, and now add the wire. I am not adding the glue in this wire because the dough is a bit wet, so that is more than enough. I don't want to add more moisture to it and make it wait for drying for a longer time. So this is more than enough for me. So just squeezing them in the edge. Now the veins. See, when we keep it on the veiner, just give gentle press, so all the edges touches the vein, okay. So in this way, all the veins perfectly will stick onto the gum paste. Hold it in the center nicely, then a quick press. Okay, now see how the veins have come. Now see, I'm going to take this out. See how beautiful the veins have come. So once again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squeeze them a bit here. Okay, and this, I'm not going to spoil the vein here at all. I'm just going to leave this like this, but I want a natural shape. So what I'm going to do is I've taken an aluminum foil, I've crushed it like this. See, I have just kept the petals like this. So like this, so you can do some changes in your petals and just leave it like this. Let them just have a natural bends like this. Okay, so it looks more natural. Okay, you can use the aluminum foil as a former, petal former. Like this, you can make 6 or 7 and then we will join them with the center. For the leaf, for the petal, I have mixed here purple and pink. Okay, I've used a deep purple. And then I've used a pink. Okay, and I have a maroon here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. Just mix up nicely the purple and pink. Mix it well. And just give a nice strong strokes. Until the end. Make sure give the strong strokes here. So as I told you, so many colors this one comes in, clematis comes in, so you can do whichever flower you have seen across. And I'm just taking a little bit maroon and just giving a center shade alone, a bit of maroon. Okay, just a bit of maroon, only the center, like that. So I'm going to do with 6 of them. Just give a nice deep color. Back also, how I do it, I'll show you. Back, see the colors like this. Okay, so what I do is the center part alone, I just do more and leave some edges as light color. Okay, so that looks more natural, like that. Okay, and then as I told you, once again, take some maroon and just brush it off slightly, the center. That's it. So you'll have a double shade in that. Okay, so all the 6 petals we need to do that. Then I'm going to show you how to join the petals. Now creating your flower, so let's tape it. As usual, I have just taken half tapes. I've just cut the tape into 2 and cut into half tapes. And here I have my center. Now what I do is hold your petal upside down, a quick bend in the edge, and then bring it up here. Hold it firm. Stretch your tapes nicely so the glue gets activated. And then roll it till the end. As I always tell you, I do it till the end because then only the petal doesn't move, or else petals start moving, right? So do it like that, it'll be perfect. As I told you, I'm going to do this as 6 petal, so accordingly I'm going to adjust it and keep 6 petals. Just keep it firm, tape it till the end, as I always tell. once again, take it upside down, a quick bend. You can always see your level where you have kept, and then start working on it. See, these are bright colors. They are beautiful if you keep it on a light colored cakes, light colored ganache cakes or buttercream cake or whipped cream cake. Anything you can keep it on. Once you do like this, these are totally different set of flowers. As I told you, all these are new flowers and easy to work on. So there is no need to sit for hours together and struggle for one single flower. And these are totally sugar flowers. You can see now I've never used any clay or anything anywhere, because some of them make the center alone in clay and then the petals alone in sugar. I have not done anything like that. Everything is sugar. Okay, see how beautiful it is. The color contrast also looks very beautiful. If you could see in Google with the foliage also, it's a simple foliage. You can add few foliages with this and 1 or 2 buds with this, and the total assembling of the flower is beautiful. Yeah, now see, if you could see how beautiful the flower looks. Then adjust your petals. Accordingly, that's it. See how the flower looks. It's beautiful, right? So this is Clematis. So like this, you can do a lot of different colors and you can work on it. Okay. Hope to see you soon with another tutorial.